Hello and welcome to day 67 of Getting Good at Talking. I'm Leah and I'm recording myself every day talking to camera so that I can get better at talking to camera. I know I'm in my bed again and I'm gonna do my best to project my voice so you can hear me because these tend to be a little difficult to hear. So I'm going to speak a little more loudly than I have been, even though I'm getting ready for sleep. That's okay. We had a plan. We had a plan earlier. Well, the plan was I wanted to finish listening to my audiobook because I wanted to watch the movie. So I was listening to Remarkably Bright Creatures. And I wanted to watch the movie tonight, so I was on a mission to finish listening. And so on my walks today, I just listened to the book, and I was like, no time to record, must listen, must finish listening so can watch movie tonight. We did accomplish this, and we listened to the full audiobook, and we watched the movie, Remarkably Bright Creatures, on Netflix. And I'm really glad I read the book first. And the book was so much better. I mean, I feel, part of me feels bad for saying that. I don't know why. Well, because I get it's an adaptation and it's not supposed to be exactly the same. And it was difficult. I was trying my best to watch it from the lens of someone who hadn't read the book, but also as someone who had read the book. I don't know. I was trying. I was like, does it make sense if you haven't read the book? Because it felt like it was missing something. Not only was it missing important characters, I feel, but I feel like it was missing the buildup, the and I know it's a movie adapted from a book, which you have you only have so much time. I get that, but I still feel like the relationships between the characters weren't nurtured enough. And anyway, we watched the movie and it was pretty good, but the book was better. Yeah. Also, since I did see a little trailer for the movie before I started listening to the audiobook, I knew what the two main characters looked like. And so I couldn't really change that when I listened to it. Also, the woman's voice, the main character woman, Tova, the audiobook voice sounds just like the actress's voice. So I was like, yeah. So it was easy to picture. Now, many of the other characters I pictured very differently. I pictured very differently. Yeah. So there were just some interesting casting choices. And yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I had a mission, and we successfully completed the mission and didn't record a video on our walk, so that's why we're doing it now. And then, well, part of the plan was like, I was like, well, I think I'm gonna do, well, I mentioned in another video that I wanted to do my makeup to see if I remembered how to do it. That's not really the reason. I just wanted to do it. And I was like, well, maybe I can do that tonight, like before my shower. And I could record, um, I could record a video while I did that. But then I was like, it's getting late, and I'm getting tired, and I don't want to do my makeup and just wash it off and take a shower. And then I was like, well, I could do the video still in the bathroom in the mirror after my shower. But I got real emotional in the shower, so we've been crying. And I was like, I definitely just feel like being horizontal. So now we're here. And every time I record from my bed, I'm reminded of just like the incredible feat, the incredible technical feat, like of being able to do this and record a video on a phone in bed and then being able to upload that to the internet. That's just wild. That's wild. It's like, it's no different from like me recording on a walk and uploading it to the internet, but for some reason, I guess because being in bed is kind of like, it's more vulnerable. It's more intimate. Yeah. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. Anyway, so yeah, we didn't record in the mirror because I was like, I gotta lay down. It was a long cry. It's been a minute since I had a long cry, and it was like a movie scene cry. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but sometimes, these cries are just next level. And it's not just crying, it's also just like talking to God, questioning everything about your life, and just like all of these existential questions. Just, it was one of those cries. And so I really didn't feel like standing up and recording a video after that. I was like, we deserve to do this from a lying down position. And so we are. Yep. And what else today? What else? Oh, so the book, the movie. I I related a lot to the octopus in the book and the movie. Being an observer, and in the movie, in the book, The octopus collects treasures, just like different things that humans drop. And where was I going with this? It made me think of like the treasures I've picked up actually, okay, so I was thinking metaphorically about this and like the treasures I've picked up while observing people. But then I was like, oh, I do pick up treasures like that I find, because it made me think a few days ago on my walk with my dog, I found a dice, like a 6-sided dice in the parking lot. I was like, that's fun. So I picked it up. And yeah, and I used to have this jar. Well, I still have it, but it's in my storage unit. But it has my collection of treasures that I've found on my walks. I found some weird stuff, some cool stuff, but weird. And it's also interesting what stuff I've picked up. Like what I've found not necessarily important to me, but meaningful, symbolic, I guess. A lot of playing cards. Picked up a lot of playing cards, Pokemon cards, some puzzle pieces, coins. There are a few figurines, like I know there's a little dinosaur. I think this was my first dice, though, that I found a few days ago. Yeah. Now for the, like, metaphorical treasures, I can't really think of any right now. But you know how you're just observing, or maybe some people might call it eavesdropping in certain circumstances. But you might pick up a nugget of wisdom, you know? Someone just says something that kind of blows your mind away. And blows your mind away? Is that's not a thing. Blows your mind. Just blows your mind. Doesn't blow it away. We're sleepy, okay? And we've had an emotional past hour or so. So we're tired. Anyway, but yeah, you know how you pick up like a nugget of wisdom from someone you're observing or someone you're eavesdropping on. I can't think of any good ones right now, but I know I have many, 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 many written down in my many notebook pages, my journal pages. I used to start out my journal entries with like observations at wherever I was. And, Anyway, I really, I felt, like I really related to the octopus. And I was like, I get it, man. People are fascinating to observe. You can learn so much from what is not said. That was another thing from the movie and from the book. The octopuses, that's a weird word. It's observation of how humans communicate and how we often miscommunicate or don't communicate at all. It's like we're afraid to communicate certain things. Like we're afraid to be vulnerable with each other, and we're afraid to tell the truth a lot of the time, just because we're afraid of rejection, we're afraid of being seen, we're afraid of a lot. And that keeps us from communicating. And I was like, yeah, man, we really are that way, aren't we? Yep. So earlier when I was watching the movie, and during my cry, I talked a lot, so we're feeling it in my throat. So when I was thinking about this, humans not being vulnerable and like communicative with each other, I was thinking, when I record this video, I was like, I can drop some truths. I can, I can say things that maybe I haven't said to people, but now I don't want to do that. It feels like too much right now. And I don't know how I mean that. It feels well, because like the stuff I was gonna say, it's like I don't even really know what I was gonna say, honestly. I was just gonna drop some knowledge, drop some truths. But I really didn't think much past that. It was just like, I just had a lot of plans earlier for how this would be different. And instead, this is how it is. And that's okay. I hope I'm speaking loudly enough so that this is easy to hear. Either way, even if it's not, I'm proud of you, Leah, for showing up, because this was a tricky one. Why? Because we were just feeling real emotional, real vulnerable, real, I don't know. I felt a little sensitive today, and then I was reminded it's a full moon. I tend to feel this way around full moons. Just a little extra sensitive to my already extra sensitive self. So that's fun. Do I have anything else really I want to expand on? Not really. I don't think so. I didn't run today. And I don't know. I felt like I needed to confess that. I didn't run today. I'm going to run tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. But as we know, plans change. So we'll see. Right now, the plan is to run tomorrow. My body just needed another day. It needed a light work day. Light as in like not heavy, not light as in bright light. Yeah. Okay. I think we're all good for today. And I will see you tomorrow.